I just want to start by saying that I think Ryan Coogler is a great director, and he has a great visual eye. Um, I want to admit that. Well, not. I think that the movie will look great. I don't know about the story or anything and whatnot. I think it'll feel weird. You know, this is my trailer reaction to the release of the official movie trailer for Wakanda Forever and shit. I really can't call it Black Panther because Chadwick Boseman obviously isn't in the movie, and they haven't done the right thing and recast the character. Okay, this is important to me, right? Because I have a son, you know, and I waited so long in my life. I lived so long, and I watched so many really bad black characters run across the screen. It was so bad that when the original Blade premiered in '98, I think it was '98, um, I went to see the movie several times. Several times. I was living in Los Angeles. I went to see the movie so many times they knew my name over there. And I saw other black men and their sons in there watching Blade, an R-rated movie. We used to laugh about it, that. And then, like one guy asked me, he said, "Hey, why do you keep like watching Blade? Why do you keep coming back and paying money to watch Blade?" I said, "Because they took it serious. They took it serious. It's not bullshit. He doesn't have any jive story other than them giving him like a borderline, like drug addiction to the serum and everything. And I hated the whole serum thing that he had to have some kind of flaw, but I understood it. And then like the critics were just calling it a regular action movie and asking why black people made such a big deal out of it. I saw that in a couple of newspaper articles and some online postings, by people. So, and then when the second one came out, I thought it would be shit. I was worried because I knew the small hats would like try to destroy the character, and they gave it to Guillermo del Toro, and I remember him from doing horror, and doing this thing called Mimic that was a great movie, but I just didn't see I could do a Blade movie. And then when the sequel came out to Blade 2, I was happy with it. It had some differences, some bumps here and there, but I liked it. It was a solid sequel. And then by the time they got around to the third one, they destroyed the character on purpose, and they destroyed Wesley's career on purpose and whatnot. I don't care what you say about his tax evasion problems and, supposedly what Patton Oswalt said and shit, which turned out to be a complete lie, which Wesley waited years to debunk because he still wanted to be able to work in Hollywood. So by the time we got to Black Panther, you got the same people out there saying, "Oh, it's just a movie, it's no big deal. It has plot holes and this and that and other." They were just downplaying it and shit. But people rolled with Black Panther to $1 billion. An obscure character, a character with no history on screen, and a very, obscure history in print and whatnot, even though he was a member of the Avengers. And I read the Black Panther comics. I knew there was only a certain number of stories they could go with because that's what they had to go with in the comics. There was somebody always trying to take the vibranium or kick him off his throne. So they went for both. They went with both, and they actually made the Nakia character his love interest in the book. She's like kind of she's kind of like a side piece for him. His actual love interest was Monica Porter, a nurse, a black, female, foundational black female nurse. And I thought maybe they would introduce her in the sequels or something because, in the movie, they always have to make the black man, the straight black man, sexless, he has to almost be a eunuch. And this wasn't any different for Black Panther and whatnot, and the way Coogler wrote the script, it just was socially aware. That's why Killmonger seems, to be such a larger-than-life character, even over Black Panther in his own goddamn movie and shit. But Chadwick Boseman was perfect for the part, I believed. When I just think, I want wait for them to go harder with the shit, and then he passed away, and it hurt so many people, and it hurt the director. I understand his head's in the right place, and I understand this movie will look good and have whatever storyline it has, but I can't, in good faith, endorse the movie. Okay, I can't. I will not give my money to Marvel. I will not give my money to the Walt Disney Company because they fail to understand the importance and the significance of this character and whatnot, and that he must be larger than life, and that he must continue, he must live, you know. And I can't accept this storyline with Shuri becoming the Black Panther at this point and whatnot. I think that the T'Challa character should live on and whatnot, and that if Shuri is going to get the mantle, it should come directly from the Black Panther himself, not through his death, you know. And, you know, I don't want to go there, but they said that the Nakia character has, you know, T'Challa's child and whatnot. We never saw that, you know, and she never acknowledged his romantic feelings in the first movie, so it just makes him look bad in post-mortem that he would be an absentee father of sorts. And it just shits on the character. And then we have Angela Bassett eating up scenery like she's been waiting. She didn't have much to say. She talked about, you know, she did her press junket for the first movie. She wasn't going off at the, you know, running off at the mouth like she is for Wakanda Forever, because she gets to eat up a bunch of scenery and be the queen, you know, sitting on the throne, you know. She doesn't have a male concert or nothing. All they show us is women. That's all they show us is women running around doing all this shit, and it's like the men are in the background, you know. And I noticed the one or two gay black dudes dancing around in the funeral scene and whatnot. You can't miss them. One guy's wearing what looks like some Crocs or something. And, you know, I'm just tired of their agenda to erase black male sexuality and masculinity and whatnot. And that's just not what the first movie was about. Masculinity was front and center and shit, and that's why people love it. That's why people flock to it and whatnot. This strong black male character, you know, that's not a stereotype. You know, this amazing adventure, you know. That's what they wanted, you know. And we got that, you know, with some bumps in the road with the first one. And the second one, I can't endorse it. I can't give my money to Disney. I can't give them my money for this, for doing this and whatnot. And I think Kevin Feige was wrong for doing this, but he had to follow the company line in Hollywood and shit. And that's to keep black men in the background or invisible altogether and whatnot, you know. And he went for invisible, right? Now, I don't know what Brian Coogler was thinking and whatnot. I understand his, you know, him wanting to do the sequel. I understand that, but I just can't wrap my head around a world without a Black Panther when they replaced War Machine. You know, they replaced Terrence Howard, a light-skinned black man, with a dark-skinned and much shorter Don Cheadle, who played a comedy relief character and is never taken seriously. He's almost a butler in the Avengers lineup and shit. He's just a shuck and jive in it. And, you know, only reason they don't mess with Samuel Jackson, you don't see Samuel Jackson doing anything hardcore. He just plays the background for the most part. He's this peripheral character. He's a father character. He has no dick, okay? He's an emasculated eunuch as well. And I know he has a show coming up, but, you know, I have no hopes for that. You know, look what they did to the Falcon. There's another side character. Even when he had his own show, he was a side character in his own show. They couldn't let him show any masculinity when he was dealing with a bunch of super soldiers. He was just begging and screaming with the weird biracial black woman who was a super soldier to stop what she was doing, and the woman was beating him and trying to kill him, and he never fought back. He just did defensive stuff because she's a girl. It's a double standard. I can't consciously, you know, I can't support this. I can't support this agenda, and I won't be paying for this movie. All right, you hear me, Disney? I will not be paying for this movie. Okay, I cannot support it. I think Ryan Coogler is a good director. I think our team was phenomenal. And I think the designer, you know, that woman who designed all of this gear and everything, I think she's incredible. And that she should put out a ton of books on Afrofuturism designs for film. You know, I support that shit, but I can't support this project, this agenda. All right, I can't support it. I'm a black man. Okay, my son is a black man. All right, both of them, and I must respect that heritage and our masculinity. We will not let you erase that. Okay, and to that end, I cannot support Wakanda Forever. I hope that anyone that decides to go see the movie has a good time. I won't be amongst this number. I'm getting a divorce from Marvel.